Welcome to the JTV News Update. I am Sean Rose. Division Head of Children, Family and Protective Services, Stacey Stout James, says if there is going to be an end to child sexual abuse in the Virgin Islands, it begins with education. Parents, guardians and members of the community are urged to arm their children with knowledge that can help protect them against incidents of sexual abuse. Stacey Stout James says children must be educated on how to protect themselves from sexual violence. 17 cases of sexual abuse against children were reported in 2014, and Stout James has reiterated the need for children to be educated on the proper names for their private parts, the difference between a good and bad touch, and to learn that it is okay to say no. She says children should also speak with someone they trust if someone is doing inappropriate things or having inappropriate conversations with them. Government is continuing efforts to strengthen standards in the tourism and hospitality sectors following the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with Rosewood Little Dix Bay Resort to implement the Rosewood Little Dix Bay Resort Tourism Scholarship in Virgin Gorda. Delivering remarks during the signing ceremony on April 23rd, Premier and Minister of Finance and Tourism, Dr. Orlando Smith, said in 2012 government started a conversation with Little Dix Bay to partner in developing the human resources of this territory in the areas of hospitality and tourism. The Premier said this initial conversation has blossomed into a Memorandum of Understanding to benefit the people of the Virgin Islands, specifically BV Islanders living and working on Virgin Gorda. He says the agreement is meant to stimulate young people's interest and encourage them to think about a career in the tourism and hospitality industry. Beginning July 15th, the printing of British Overseas Territories citizen passports, which are currently printed locally, will now be done in the United Kingdom. Registrar General with the Civil Registry and Passport Office, Stephanie Benn, says the passports will be printed in the United Kingdom as it is not affordable to have them printed overseas. She says that transferring blank passports around the world also presents a greater security risk. Her Majesty's Passport Office, located in the UK, is responsible for the legal, policy and operational aspects of the British Overseas Passport Services, which includes British Overseas Territories citizens' passports. The office recently introduced new passports styles containing more sophisticated security features, which are required to meet international quality and security standards. New designs and new processes were also introduced to reduce the likelihood of identity theft and passport fraud. It is expected that the new passports would better protect citizens and international borders. For the JTV News Update, I am Sean Rose.